hello, SonicBlu Darkfold here once again, in concluding our triple play of Shadowgate-like games. We started off with Shadowgate, and we concluded with, and we continued with Deja Vu, and now we're concluding with the Uninvited. The third game in the series of NES games that play the same way, where you have to go here, do this, do that, put this to that, and hit this and smack that, and use this spell on this person, and whatever. You know those types of games. So let's play Uninvited. To start, hit the B button, even though it says press start. Hit the B again to select file number 1. Look out! The last thing you remember before blackening out was not a belch, but a shadowy figure appearing in the road in front of you. That's not good. That means you're near a haunted house, aren't you? You heard your sister cry. Your sister? What is she doing in the car with you? Are you driving her to the supermarket or something? Into a tree. You realize that you are alone. Your sister must have gone for help. The smell of gasoline fills the air. You must have punctured the tank. Oh, great, sis. You go out and look for help. Leave me alone in the car to suffocate on gas fumes. Thank you. You're a real pal. Now I know why you're my sister. You pry yourself free of the steering wheel, intent on finding your sister. Why? She left you for dead. Okay, now you have control of the game. So let's open this car door. With all of our might, the car door opens with some effort. Let's move out of here. And as soon as you leave the car, it blows up and bursts into flames. At least it will save you the cost of a tow. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's very funny. You find yourself standing in front of an old mansion. It gives you the creeps. Probably because it's haunted. Before we go inside the mansion, let's open the mailbox. Because ghosts and demons don't really bother to check their mail, and I don't think this is theft in that case. But usually, don't steal other people's mail. Unless you're at the Uninvited mansion. You can't see what you didn't take. Oh, well, open it. I said open. I must have hit use instead. Open the envelope. Now, the thing about Uninvited is that it likes to give you items that you are never going to use, and one item in here that you don't want. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the letter and the pendant. The pendant is going to protect us from zombies. You will need that. And the pendant also opens the door. There must be a ghostly force field that got the creeps from the amulet once you've removed it from the envelope. Could your sister be in there? Well, let's think about this. Car crashes in a tree. The only place nearby is this creepy mansion. Your sister's gone off looking for help. Where do you think she's gonna go? 7-Eleven? No, she's gonna go into the first place she sees, which happens to be a very creepy mansion. Okay, before we go in the house, I want to know what this letter says, so let's examine it. Examining the letter. Dear Master, please forgive me. Must be a slave. My health prevents me from aiding you in battle. Must be an old man. Against the evil dragon, you teach your students. Well, they become too powerful for their own good. Enclosed is an amulet that should look familiar. Wear this charm and think of me. No, it must be a very, very old lady. Yes, wear this charm and think of me, sweet cakes. Okay, enough of that. The undead will surely fear it. Still, the evil, my friend, set it free for the sake of the family. Fare thee well. Okay, now you're giving a motive. 2 of them. End the evil and find your sister. You could probably do both at the same time. So let's move through the mansion. Okay, you enter the mansion, the door slams shut behind you. Crash! This foyer is a large and luxurious room. It's not very large. Still, it seems strangely oppressive. Well, okay, let's find out why it's oppressive. You got a carpet with a star in it, and you're thinking evil devil worshippers. That's gotta be a pentagram, right? Wrong. There is a significance to that symbol, and we'll find out what it is later, and we'll point it out to you when we find it. So, let's open the first door we see, which is the one on the right. And move through it. Remember the logic of opening a door before you go through it? That's strong in this game. You have to open everything before you use it. This room was designed for deep thought and research. Fantastic. Let's open that book. Open the magic book. Hey, it's a magic book. Let's examine it and learn some spells. About magic in general, magic is not good nor bad if it is used properly. Oh, great, so it's a book on magic etiquette? Good may result from it. Yeah, it's magic etiquette. If not used properly, terrible things can happen. Gee, are we in 5th grade again? What follows are a few magical spells. Get to the spells already. From nothing it shall form, and none shall see thee. Cloud is he. I've never had to use that before. Once again, a useless item. Awake to a sleep, movement to still, 6 legs or more, bend to your will. Stellini. So use Stellini on insects or arachnids. Okay. If the path is barred with more than one, the storm to come to make them run. Thundady. Thundady. Or is it Thundeed? From here to there when stone walls impair. Telemaze. You'll definitely be using that one. You memorize the magic words. Ah, magic book disappeared. Alright, let's examine the room. From the table, this well-polished table really shines. Let's examine the books. It's a bookcase filled with many fine books. Yeah, crammed full of Pokemon books. Oh wait, wrong game. Hey, yeah, let's use Illumini on that no, wait, you can't use that. That's Shadowgate. Let's examine the globe anyway. This antique globe is rusted into position and no longer spins. Great, so now we're in an old, creepy mansion. Great. Nothing more we can do here, so let's leave. And open this door. Open that door. Thank you. Yes, your finger has to be precisely where you need to go. Okay, these doors don't have any significance right this moment, but we're going upstairs. The floor creaks under your weight. Well, I'm just glad I don't weigh 450 pounds. Let's open this first door. And we're going to move through it. And we find ourselves in the master bedroom. Okay, first of all, I see a candle. Let's take the candle, because I got a flare for candles. You get it? A flare for candles? Flare? I kill me. Okay, let's open the book. Now, like I said, Uninvited gives you inventory that you can pick up, add to your property. Yes, it's property in this game, not inventory. Add to your property list, but you don't use it, so we're going to leave them all behind. Let's just open this book. It's a diary. I have lost control of Draken, my star student now fancies himself as a master. Though his power is strong, his spirit is weak. He is easily corrupted by the dark spirits of greed and power. My servant, more aware than I, sealed his star in my hingeless box. They're locked away beyond his stare. I've hidden the key, a chair knows where. A chair knows where? It's not the wheelchair. It's just an old wheelchair. Let's try to open that cabinet. Maybe that box is in there. It's locked. Well, think about this. If you had a star in a hingeless box you wanted to keep from Draken, wouldn't you lock it away in a cabinet too? So would I. Oh yeah. Open the door before you go through it. Remember the old video game logic? Yeah, this isn't a grocery store where the doors just open automatically. African Art Deco. Yeah, I could see that. Look at that mask. There's a voodoo doll. That reminds me of Louisiana. There's a towel on the rack, some bottles, a mirror, a sink, a tub, and a little rug. And a mirror. We don't need any of that, so let's leave. That's just useless inventory. Now, like I said, you can take it, but why would you want to? It's just extra red herrings. This game is full of them, so we'll only take the important stuff. Let's open that door. And move through it. Seems to be an ordinary bedroom. You feel very weak. Pressure begins to bear down on you. This must be Draken's room. I bet you it's Draken's room. Now, unlike Shadowgate, when you hear this music, you don't have to worry about anything like the lights going out and sealing your fate. You don't have to worry about passing out like you do in Deja Vu when you hear this music. It's just this room's ambiance, because it once belonged to Draken. So now let's open this book. Open Diary 1. See, it's got a star on it. That must be Draken's room. My star is gone, but not lost. Master's servant will pay for his betrayal. So the servant took the star and gave it to the master. I see. The vehicle of my power has not yet served its purpose. When it sets me free, I will have a chance to realize my unlimited potential. The forces of technological society will be unprepared for the likes of me. I will not be denied. My victory is inevitable. Alright, so it's just a bunch of boasting. We don't need to take that with us, because it's just a bunch of boasting and gloating, like evil villains do. Let's take that candle, though. Okay, now, open this door. It opens. Let's move through it. Okay, here's a bathroom. Another one. You got a tub, a sink, no toilet. So where did Draken go to use the bathroom? I don't know. Here's soap. At least he was a clean guy. And a towel. And inside this laundry hamper is another towel. But would you want to touch it? Ew. So it's got a tub and a sink, but where does he go to the bathroom? There's no toilet here, but look under the ceiling. That looks like a toilet seat. Upside down, on the ceiling. How are we supposed to use it up there? Maybe taking bottle number 2 gives you levitation skills. Who knows? Let's examine that toilet seat up there and find out that it is not a toilet seat, it's a light fixture. And it seems to have been shaped to be gripped. Well, that means there's a significance to that fixture, and it's too high for us to reach right now. But remember that room. You will need to remember this room later. No, there's not going to be an exam on that room. You'll just need to remember it later. Let's open this door. And move thusly through it. Okay, bedroom is sparsely furnished. It's probably a guest bedroom. Now, I'm going to point out something. If you open this bureau, you'll find a ruby inside. Don't take the ruby. It will possess you later on in the game. You don't want the ruby, so leave it alone. Nothing we can do here. That is the item that you can grab, but you really don't want it. That is it. That is the only item that you can take that you really don't want. The ruby. Okay, this room is kind of interesting. All we need to do is take the axe. Be like Gene Simmons. Yeah, this is my axe. Now, let's move up the spiral staircase just to show you what's up here. Iron bars are set in the floor and go up to the ceiling. Has someone been kept there as punishment for betraying the master? Could be Draken. It could be, or it could be a servant. For taking Draken's star, who knows? So, just for a goof, let's open this door and find out who. You pull open the cell door. And a hideous skeleton forms inside the cell. In a deathly dry voice it says, "There is no escape from here. There's no escape. No escape." His voice fades out as the image fades. So his voice and his image fades. I'm not going in there, are you? No. Let's go back down the hole. And leave this room. We have one more room up here to look through. Open the door. And we will move through the door into a small closet where we will take 2 items. We are after the stuff on the second shelf. This is the No Ghost. And this is the sticky spray. It's called Spider Cider. Yes, they have Spider Cider here. And forget about the fish on the wall, you don't need it. Back downstairs, and here we go. We're going to start opening doors here. That is the door to the foyer, because that's where we came from. Let's open this door. Ooh, goodness me. A strange woman appears as she is dressed like Scarlett O'Hara. Isn't that pretty? But not pretty enough because she appeared out of nowhere, and she looks like she's from the way back in the past. She cannot possibly be alive. So we're going to open the No Ghost. Remember I said, open everything before using it. That comes in a bottle, that is. Open it, and then we're going to use the opened No Ghost bottle on Scarlett O'Hara. Oh, I'm melting, I'm going back to see Clark Gable. Yes, get gone with the wind. You pour the foul-smelling liquid on the bell. She lets out a horrifying scream as she begins to melt away. What a world. What a world. Alright, now let's move through. Let's open that door again, because it didn't open. No, not use it. We're going to open it. Open the door. Now we're going to move through the door. The parlor has lost a little of its glare, but that's okay. We're not here to take anything, and there's nothing here you can take. So open the door to the parlor and go out onto the porch. From here you have a splendid view of nothing. A large black spider quickly runs by you along the railing. That would be a black widow spider. Do you want to mess with it? Yeah. Let's mess with it. Let's use the spray on the railing. A wide aerosol stream sprays from the spider cider can. What did I tell you, huh? It leaves the railing sticky. Alright, now the spider's not coming back right away, so what you gotta do is gotta move backwards into the parlor, and then move back out onto the porch. The spider will come back. And there it is. The spider becomes paralyzed as it comes into contact with the spider cider. So that means now you can take this Black Widow spider into your property. But don't worry, it's paralyzed. It doesn't even know it left. Nor will it ever know. Okay, now, we will need to open that door. Let's move through that door. And we'll find ourselves in a lovely dining room. Yeah, you can throw a birthday bash in this room, but would you want to throw a birthday bash in a haunted mansion? Come on. Oh yeah, let's take the bouquet, but leave the bowl, because we don't need that. Now we're gonna open... Let's open this door first. This is the door to the kitchen. We're gonna move through the door that goes into the kitchen. Okay, could there be anything to eat in here? How long has this mansion been uninhabited? We don't know. Well, while we're here, let's take this knife. We only need one thing here, and that's the knife. Now, open this door. You don't see them, but they're there. Open that door, and that goes into the pantry. Now, let us take one thing and one thing only. The matches. And what the hell is that? Aged salami? Can you actually eat the salami? Who would want to eat aged salami? Wouldn't that be, like, really dry? Oh, well. Anyway, let's, for the good sake of measure, go in here. Open the door. Let's move through the door. And we find ourselves in a very small, quaint bedroom that looks to be about that of a servant's. A servant's room, the lack of dust, of course. So let us examine some things. Can we open the bureau? Nothing's in here. You close the bureau. Of course, it's a servant, and everything it owns is out here. You got a comb on the bed. You got a spritz of eau de toilette. Probably smells like somebody's toilet by now. And, oh, let's examine the picture. Oh, examine the picture. This painting looks like Picasso's rendering of the Twilight Zone's title shot. There is no signature on it. You find a mark on the wall. It has been made by this picture sliding sideways. Aha! But you cannot open it. It won't open. The thing in here is use the lamp. The lamp is connected. And the picture slides open. Once you do that, the servant knows his room has been disrupted and comes out and greets you. He's covered in chains. This is my room. Who let you in here? Draken must have sent you. You cannot have it. You cannot have my precious. I have hidden it. My precious? What is he, Gollum? No, you must leave. Leave me and my precious alone. Yes, all alone. Yeah, whatever you say. Well, since you're a wimpy little servant, you obviously have arachnophobia. So have this gift on me. No, it's on you. Have this spider. Ah! The ghost shrieks in the sight of the stunned spider. Flustered and frightened, the spirit dissolves from view. That means you can take his only possession, this book. This book. Diary. What is with everybody in diaries in this game? I don't know. Let's open this diary and hope that it doesn't have a floral pattern or a cute little girly lock on it. Dear diary, I saw him again last night. He came to me in my dreams. Yeah. Let's just read it anyway. This diary reads, The master would not, or could not, so I have stolen Draken's star. We know that. He is an evil soul, unlike the master. He uses his power for amusement and profit. He is not concerned with spiritual enlightenment. There is no comparison. With his power, I grow weak. I am dying. I have hidden the star in Master's special box. It never opens. It has no locks. Draken's star never discerns. In fire it freezes. In ice it burns. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nutball, but you've actually come in handy for once. Your diary speaks of it all. Pretty much everything we already knew about the star, except for the fact that in ice, it burns. And in water, in fire, it freezes. How does that work? The only other door to open now is the one back here. Let's go through here. We're in a study, and it's very cold in this study. Well, you'll find out why it's so cold in a moment, but first let's open this desk. And take the card inside. And leave. Actually, let's examine the grating. Nothing unusual, okay. Now, that's an ink blotter. You can take it, but you have no use for it, so why take it in the first place? It only takes up space in your property. So now, moving back through... Oh, I have to open the door here. That's right. This one leads you back into the game room. There's the game room. Now, this is what I like. You can actually use the phonograph. Oh, God, it's terrible. It sounds like Mr. Bungle on crack. Oh, somebody turn it off. Snap! You hear something break and the music grinds to a halt. Thank God. Let's try to use it again. The phonograph no longer works. I think you broke it. Go to your room. I love that line. Okay, well, let's see. There's a cabinet over there. Can we get at it? It won't open. It's locked. Well, we have matches. We saw a fireplace in the foyer. We also... I'll show you the foyer in a moment. We'll deal with this room in a moment here, but first let's go back through... Oh, of course. Open the door. This will take you back into the hallway. And now, this is the room to the game room. That's to the dining room. They are both connected, so you can easily get lost in a circle there. So what we're going to do is go back into the foyer, which is up here. Now, remember that symbol, the star? Could the star possibly be in here? Let's find out as we examine this couch. The couch looks soft. You feel something hard sewn into it. Now, in video game logic, especially in that of Shadowgate, Uninvited, Deja Vu, anything like this, if you have a knife and you feel something through a couch, there's something inside of it. So using a knife would reveal whatever is inside of it. And it's a good thing we found one in the kitchen. We're going to use the knife on the couch, and we find a key. Naturally. Take the key. And we will... You know what? We got the matches here. Let's go ahead and use the matches here. What are you going to use it on? What are you going to set on fire? Let's set the fireplace. Okay, we got a nice fire burning in the fireplace. With dried logs, of course, it's going to catch up fire like a tinderbox. Okay, now that we got a key, let's go back up to the master bedroom where we found that cabinet and the diary that told us where the star was located. I have my sinking suspicion about that, so let's use the key in the cabinet. The closet is unlocked, and now we can take this box. We'll take these scrolls, too, but we'll leave the bottle behind, because we really don't need the bottle. There's nothing in that bottle we really need. Okay, now, we are going to examine the scrolls we had just picked up. Let's start off with number 2. Rolled up scroll sealed with wax. Let's open the scroll. We don't want to know what it looks like, we want to see what it says. We open the scroll, and it reads, Gold, Silver, and Mercury. Together they form a key. Okay, remember that, folks. Because on this card... Examine the card, please. The element's name or atomic numbers are as shown. Copper, silver, gold, and mercury. Silver, gold, mercury. Those 3 numbers. 47, 79, 80. 47, 79, 80. Lead and uranium. We don't need any of that. Just the silver, gold, and mercury are all we're looking for. And it holds the key. Now let's open this scroll 3 and see what it says. Scroll reads, The heart of the garden maze contains the Blothany gem. It is guarded by he who moves as the moon. Well, that's nice to know. So let's get out of here. Back down the stairs. Back into the foyer. Now, we have everything we need. Remember, this box is hingeless, so it does not open. But, by throwing it into the fireplace, the fire will burn away the box, revealing the star, because the star will then have frozen the fire, making it possible to be picked up. Let's see if I'm right. And there it goes. Clouds of smoke billow from the fireplace. The light reflects off the star with blinding radiance and must have been in the box. It sure was. And now you can see that this is not a symbol of evil. It is a clue as to what you will find in here. So take that star because you will need it. After all, we put up a hell of a struggle just to get to that star. Okay, now let's get out of here. Now, there's one other room we did not show you. Happens to be in the game room. Right back here. Oh, isn't that cute? Look at him. He's a cute little monster, and listen to the NES cheese music playing. You now have to question the reliability of your eyes. You think you see a somewhat cute, abstract creature with a key in its hand prance by. Oh, he's got a key. We'll have to get it from him. Now, let's take a look around here. Now, can we use key 1 on that cabinet too? Yes, we can. Okay, let's take the gypsy doll. But what do we need a gypsy doll for? Of course, there is another spell that we have not yet read. I think I left something behind because I was supposed to learn another spell somewhere. Where is that spell? I'm trying to remember. I know there's a spell you use on that doll. There's got to be a spell you use on that doll, and I'm trying to remember what spell that was. Oh, wait. We didn't fully explore Draken's room. Darn it. Okay, bear with me, folks. Let's go back upstairs again. We forgot something in Draken's room. That's up here. There's something here we did not inspect. Open his table. Scroll 1. Let's open the scroll. That's right. Doll, without lead the lost. You memorize the magic words. That's what we need. Now, the scroll 1 disappeared. Now let's get out of here in this annoying music. Alright, now let's use the spell Doll. A weird voice emerges from the gypsy doll's lips. Talk to my pious brother. He can help you find your sister. A word from him can open doors in high places. You memorize the magic words. Doors in high places? Open sesame. Doors in high places. High places. Think to yourself that. High places, pious. Pious. Basically, like that of a place of worship. Pious. Alright, well, we don't have anything to feed that pet, because obviously that's what that plate is for. Remember when he came across the room, he stopped there, and then he kept on going? You're supposed to put food down there, but not the salami. Perhaps our answer lies behind this door. Let's check it out. And this will go into the trophy room. You feel sorry for the animals that were killed for fun and sports. Yes, I do. So let's take that cage. We're gonna need that cage. So let's open the outside door and move. You're in the backyard. Welcome to the backyard. In the distance, you can see 3 buildings. You should leave here what you do not need. That's if you make it out with the ruby in hand. That's a good place to drop it. Plus all the other useless garbage that you have carrying around in your inventory. You do that here. Well, since we don't have anything like that, we are going to pause for a moment before we even discover what those 3 buildings are. And we'll join up with you in part 2 of our Uninvited Let's Play. I'm SonicBlu Darkfold. Wait for that. I'll see you then.